Flight 19 is a famous and tragic aviation incident that occurred on December 5, 1945, involving the disappearance of 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers and their 14 crew members during a training exercise over the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Florida. This incident has since become the subject of much speculation, mystery, and conspiracy theories, often cited as an example of the Bermuda Triangle's alleged paranormal activity. To provide a detailed account, I'll delve into various aspects surrounding Flight 19, including the events leading up to the disappearance, the search and rescue efforts, the aftermath, and the enduring legacy of the incident. Background and preparation. Flight 19 was a routine navigational training mission conducted by the United States Navy from Naval Air Station Fort Lauderdale in Florida. The mission, designated as Navigation Problem Number 1, was intended to train student pilots in the art of navigation and aircraft handling over water. The flight consisted of 5 Grumman TBM Avenger torpedo bombers, each led by an experienced flight instructor. The Avenger was a robust and reliable aircraft, widely used during World War II for both torpedo bombing and reconnaissance missions. The 5 aircraft were piloted by the following crew members. Flight 19 Leader, Fort 28, Lieutenant Charles Carroll Taylor, a seasoned pilot with extensive experience in both combat and training roles. Fort 36, Captain Edward Joseph Powers, a naval aviator instructor. FT3, Captain George William Stivers, Jr., also a naval aviator instructor. Fort 81, 2nd Lieutenant Forrest James Gerber, a student pilot. Fort 117, 2nd Lieutenant Joseph T. Bossy, another student pilot. The fateful mission. On the afternoon of December 5, 1945, Flight 19 took off from NAS Fort Lauderdale under clear weather conditions. The mission plan involved a series of navigation exercises that would take the flight northeastward out over the Atlantic Ocean, then northwestward, and finally back southeastward to base. Each leg of the flight was designed to challenge the pilot's ability to navigate using instruments and celestial navigation, a crucial skill for naval aviators operating over vast oceanic expanses. The initial part of the mission proceeded without incident. The aircraft followed their planned route and executed their navigational exercises as scheduled. However, trouble began to manifest during the third leg of the journey, when Lieutenant Taylor reported that his compasses were malfunctioning. This was a critical issue, as accurate navigation relied heavily on compass readings, especially in the absence of visible landmarks. As the flight progressed, conditions worsened. A front moved in, bringing rain and increasing wind speeds. The combination of deteriorating weather and the compass malfunction added to the pilot's disorientation. Lieutenant Taylor, now uncertain of his position and believing himself to be over the Florida Keys, which were actually over 200 miles to the west, made a fateful decision. Despite suggestions from some of his students to turn westward, he continued on what he believed to be a northeast course, deeper into the Atlantic. Communication breakdown. Compounding the situation was the breakdown in radio communications. The Avengers were equipped with radio transmitters capable of both transmitting and receiving messages, essential for maintaining contact with base and each other. As the flight progressed, radio transmissions between Flight 19 and NAS Fort Lauderdale became increasingly difficult to decipher. Conflicting reports and misunderstandings exacerbated the confusion. Lieutenant Taylor, struggling with his compass issues and growing increasingly concerned about fuel levels, attempted to establish the flight's position by any means available. At one point, he relayed over the radio that the flight was over the Florida Keys and needed a heading to return to base. However, subsequent attempts to triangulate their position based on landmarks or other navigational aids proved futile. Search and rescue efforts. When Flight 19 failed to return to base at the expected time, the Navy initiated a massive search and rescue operation. Aircraft, surface vessels, and even submarines were deployed to scour the vast area of ocean where Flight 19 was last believed to be. Despite extensive efforts, no trace of the missing aircraft or crew was found. Tragically, the search efforts themselves were not without incident. A PBM Mariner flying boat, sent out as part of the search mission to locate Flight 19 and guide them back, also disappeared under mysterious circumstances. This secondary disappearance only added to the intrigue and speculation surrounding the Bermuda Triangle, an area notorious for alleged unexplained disappearances. Theories and speculation. The disappearance of Flight 19 and the subsequent vanishing of the PBM Mariner have fueled numerous theories over the years. Some attribute the incidents to navigational errors, severe weather conditions, or mechanical failures. Others have invoked more paranormal explanations, citing the Bermuda Triangle's purported supernatural phenomena. The Bermuda Triangle, roughly defined by points in Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, has gained notoriety for a series of unexplained disappearances of ships and aircraft. Investigative conclusions. Official investigations into the disappearance of Flight 19 concluded that the primary cause was likely navigational error compounded by adverse weather conditions. Lieutenant Taylor's insistence on a northeastward course, despite mounting evidence to the contrary, led the flight deeper into unfamiliar waters and away from potential rescue. The malfunctioning compasses further hindered the pilot's ability to ascertain their position accurately, contributing to their ultimate disorientation and loss. Legacy and remembrance. Flight 19 remains one of the most enduring mysteries in aviation history. The incident has been recounted in numerous books, documentaries, and articles, often with varying degrees of speculation and sensationalism. Despite the passage of time and advancements in technology, the precise fate of Flight 19 and its crew remains unknown. The tragedy serves as a sobering reminder of the challenges and risks inherent in aviation, particularly in the context of military training exercises over vast and unforgiving oceanic expanses. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel.